Got a set of Timbrens to install on the truck today. Timbrens are pretty much a set of rubber springs that you add to your truck in place of the rubber bump stops. These are, I think, called a supplemental enhancement spring or something along those lines. Anyways, these are the springs here. Basically, an oversized rubber bump stop. It's got a hollow core. Supposed to be able to carry up to 8,600 pounds. This particular set. Inside of this is a washer, and those rubber springs get attached to these brackets, and then those brackets will get attached to the frame right underneath the axle, the rear axle. So also in the box is a package of hardware, basically a couple of bolts, some shims, and the instruction sheet, which looks to be pretty simple. Here's the part number, FR350SDJ. So we've got a 16 millimeter socket for the bolt that's going to attach this spring to the, there you can see it's 16 millimeter. It's going to attach the spring to the hardware, or spring to the mounting bracket, excuse me. Excuse me for fiddling around with this, it's kind of hard with one hand. So there's the mounting bracket. There's only, one hole. It's only one way it can go on. It's pretty simple. So we'll get this attached, and then once we get this attached, we'll take some measurements before we start putting everything on the truck. All right, so here on the rear of the truck, we're going to take a measurement, unloaded the wheel well to the ground, and we're right at 42 inches. Here on the front of the truck, we're at about 40 and a half. It's kind of hard to see with the angle, but it's right at 40 and a half, we'll call it. So now we're going to hook up the trailer. Our trailer is, 15,000, let's call it 15,000 pounds. Should be somewhere in the neighborhood of a 30,000 pound pin weight with the hitch, with the junk that I've got on there, probably about 3,200 pounds worth of weight. So we'll lift off the jacks. Now we're fully supported by the truck, and we're going to take another measurement. I'm sorry for the fingers in the way. I'm trying to do everything one-handed. So with the extra weight of the pin and everything on the truck stock, we're at about 39 and a half inches. So 2.5 inches worth of sag. So here we go. That's the stock, bump stock. I think they're called jounce bumpers. 15 millimeter nuts. Take off those two nuts. One in the the top view there. It's hard to see. And the second one right there. So with that removed, we're ready to put the new spring, the Timbren spring on. You might need to, depending on your truck, jack up the back of the truck a little bit to be able to get some clearance to get this on. I had to do that just to, give me enough wiggle room to put it in. So once you get that up there, tighten back down on the two 15 millimeter nuts that you took off, and that's pretty much it. And then repeat it on the other side. Now you do want to have at least a 1/2 inch to 1.5 inch space between the spring and the axle perch, or the axle itself, or the little peg, or however your truck is. It's not supposed to be touching when it's unloaded. That way it will ride as if it were a stock suspension, and it won't, be extra bouncy or extra firm, or it'll ride just like it was normal. And then when you have a load on it, that's when it touches and helps give you the extra support. So we get this last one tightened down, and then we'll hook the trailer back up and see where we're at. Okay, so now we're loaded up. Again, excuse the terrible camera work. With the hitch and the Timbrens, we're right at, it's hard to see, 40.5. So went down 1.5 inches instead of 2.5 inches. On the front, we are right at 40. Now we're all hitched up and ready to go on our next trip. Thanks for watching.